Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train. Another day, another run, and we could do like some more dimensional portal challenges, but I really like the idea of just continuing to do runs and unlock things in the game. I guess last time we were doing Hellhorn Lazarus League. That's right. We had the cool reanimate build. God, I hate you. I hate Titan's Bane. You're garbage. Let's play with you. And then for the secondary clan, I was actually thinking about starting to random. Oh, you can, I see. Huh. You can randomize half of the deck if you want. That's cool. I'll just do random. I want to see where we can go with this, and I don't really have any preference for who to play as in the secondary. Although I will say, Magic Power Luna Coven could go really damn hard, but look, at some point we gotta do literally every combination anyways, right? We'll just random. And as for the Pyre Heart, I guess you can randomize the Pyre Heart too, sure. Random everything, depart. Now what do we get? Hopefully one of the better options. Okay, well we have Life Mother's Pyre regardless. Helical Crystallis, and we are Melting Remnant. So this is a true Monster Train 1 run, minus the fact that Seraph is going to completely nuke Tethys. But we can reform Tethys, okay. I guess Dominion isn't that bad when you know you're gonna have reform, theoretically, right? Pyre damage if there's no units, kind of annoying, but we have theoretically all of the dregs, right? Yeah, we have units we can just toss out there to block. Do the dregs seem stronger? 12-3? I don't remember them being a 12-3 unit in the past. I know Frozen Lance is definitely better. It used to be 6, now it's 10. So let's see what happens. I kind of have no idea what to expect. Man, Resin Block is so good. Purified Soul Shard would be nice if we had 1-cost dregs, but it would only really be useful for the stewards early. But Reformation plus 10 damage. Yeah, I think dregs were, I want to say 8, but I think that was 5-8 for the train stewards. They might have been 9, but they were not 12. On strike, apply spell weakness, strike, frostbite. So I mean, it looks like this has not changed at all. These look like the normal stats for our unit here. Frostbite is nice. And we're not, I mean, it's weird. Tethys Titan's Bane, you would think that this is the spell clan, but really, man, the Luna Coven is way better at being a spell-focused clan. Their spells are better and like way better. And they scale way more in magic power. I'm gonna take Frostbite. I think Tethys Titanbane sucks, but if he can do some damage, why not? Conduit, Tethys has Conduit now though. I mean, I would have taken it had it showed up because I understand the value of Conduit, but unless they've changed the cards, he's also still not gonna have Conduit, right? Who knows? We'll see. Gain Rage 1 on Slay? That means you gain no rage on Slay. That's very strange. You know, because gain Rage 1, it's gonna go down literally on that turn. So what does it accomplish? Pretty much nothing. I'm gonna try to keep that lady alive because we do have Burnout 5. Should have played a dreg. Has it always been Burnout 5 on that? Again, I cannot remember. I think it was 3 and then they buffed it on 5, but that was part of the base game buffs as well. We're gonna put out some dregs, keep them alive, hopefully a little bit longer. And now I literally don't have room for this dreg. Okay. Come on! Oh, I see. Come on! My dregs, do the work I need you to do. So, Covenant 7, no empty wave, it doesn't mean the boss appears one wave earlier, it means there's no empty wave. It's literally a filled wave instead of a wave that you have off. Okay, understood. Just murder you. These floors are just gonna hopefully weaken the boss a little bit before he moves up. I think we'll be fine. The dregs are gonna burn out, unfortunately, but the burnout lady won't. She'll still be here. Maybe if we get lucky, I can just build a run that's very similar to one of my favorite runs of all time for Monster Train 1, which is killing the boss just with Frostbite. Just having spells that apply Frostbite and then keep doubling it. 35 damage, discard a card at random, Mollusk Mage, Conduit 10. So literally, I guess this is what it was before, but now the magic power is attached to a keyword. That's understandable. Yeah, it's probably easier having the 7th wave be filled than it just not appearing, because then you have more time. It is still interesting. Spell weakness, sure. Descend in Daze, reform a unit, yes. This is a card we want intrinsic and holdover and -1, which we can do because intrinsic also adds -1 to it, which is kind of cool. As such, I think we go Merchant of Magic and we look hard. Alternatively, Sweep is something that we can add to this deck. And we want Sweep because Seraph will have Sweep units. But I think Reform would be a little bit stronger. I literally took 2 cards that both have this on it. I never notice the icon that says you're gonna add garbage to your deck. I just added the better 2 cards, I think. So we want the Reform. We also want a Sweep unit and we want it to be upgraded. God, if only the Stygian Banner unit was on the right. Merchant of Magic, Merchant of Magic. We could wait on the Merchant of Magic. If we find a Sweep unit, it's gonna be so nice though. Yeah, okay. Now can we get also a Lucky Quick upgrade would be fantastic. So we have a Smidge Stone. Ooh, okay. Gorgon. And can't multi-strike. So you'll lose the corruption debuff from Seraph. But Incant Multi-Strike is pretty good. Okay, and there's a large stone. And there's a Smidge Stone. Okay, this is pretty good. All right, I think we've got our units sorted. Holy heck. Yeah, go ahead, put enemy units on each floor. I think I'm okay with that. Username welcome. Today's a Wednesday that feels like a Tuesday. I'll pay you a stream on Wednesday for a stream on Tuesday. All right, well, we've won. This is, pretty good. I'll say it's pretty good. I'm gonna purge that out of my deck. Might as well play this, might as well play this. You I want to kill. I will not be able to kill you. I'm very disappointed. I want my money. God! I should have played, well, no, I should not have played bottom floor because then these units would have still made it through. How you doing, username? I hope you're having a good day today. It is a day for me as well. A day for me as well. We're gonna have a hard time drawing spells, but that's fine. Yay, melting says disposable. It's not the melting you wanted. It's the melting you deserve. Man, this is a real good start. All we need to do now is duplicate that unit like 4 times, and we've got the world's best tanks. It's incredible! Alright, and then we want spells. I can play 1. And my thinking is, for the Eel Gorgon, we've got a couple of different things that we can play with. If we reform and get that card Intrinsic Holdover, if our champion dies, we bring him back. If the Eel Gorgon dies, we bring him back, and then they don't burn out. Yeah, oh my god, you're right. This is the dupe Pyre. We do have to unlock Little Fade. That's true. We have to get to clan level 5 to unlock Little Fade. Crit Builder is better. Retreat is now a keyword, and it does 80 instead of 60 damage, which is nice. I feel like we want lots of cheap spells, not expensive spells. And we don't have the discard version of our champion. And it doesn't come with an Ember, but I'm gonna take it anyways. Apply +10 and burn out 2. This is literally just a buff to the Eel Gorgons, so that seems like a very good one to add in, even though we do get a calcified Ember. We can purge those out of the deck, no problem. Merchant of Arms, Merchant of Steel. I don't think we need a Merchant of Steel. I think I'd rather go Merchant of Arms and just see what we get. Because we can apply equipment, I think, to the Eel Gorgon. It's not a status effect. However, the effect of the equipment might be considered a status effect. Who knows? But we could also get a room, you know, the Inferno room would be nice, as you would expect. Let's see. Dude, the wings are actually pretty good. Can I put that on Eel Gorgon? I can. Okay, let's look for better wings. +8, +15, I think I'll take. That seems real damn good, man. One day we will have to search for the highest level payout there, and we got pretty lucky, but I really want to just upgrade this unit right now. This equipment gains +1 attack permanently on Slay. We're not gonna get too many kills with Eel Gorgon, I think, because we're gonna have eventually, ideally, like 3 of them, but there's only gonna be like 5 kills per floor, and we're gonna have to decide who gets this. I think the answer to here is no. Equalizing rings, though. You could put it on an enemy, I think, but putting it on an Eel Gorgon seems kind of nice. Turns it into a 70/70 immediately. Yeah, sure. The real question I have about the Eel Gorgon is equipment a status effect? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Dude, honestly, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play bottom. Because I want to prevent the boss from damaging the Pyre. Best way of doing that is just making sure that it can't get through, basically. So now you can move, and I don't think that's a status effect. I will take 1 Pyre damage to get that out of the way. That's worth it. Hello! Now we want to play some spells. We don't have too many spells to play. I can play that one. I can put a drag up here. Still, the boss is taking frostbite damage and he's getting hit to 75. Pretty good. Is there a unit upgrade that makes it 5 pips and hit like a truck? Yes, but it's not a unit upgrade, it's equipment. we've had it before. There's that equipment that makes it grow, it grow by 1 pip and plus 20 every turn. So if you have 10 capacity on a floor, it'll gain plus 200, and it'll turn into a 10 capacity unit. Seems really good. You're not gonna burn out from this. Your burnout will be removed because it's a status effect. Status effects includes buffs and debuffs. Then we are going to put spell weakness on you. You're gonna kill both my dregs, which means you will hit the pyre for 5. A bit unfortunate. It's okay. There you go, burnout's been removed. That's why I wanted that card in the deck. And then, now you're a 70/70. Now the real question is, can I buff your damage now? I don't think so. I don't think so. And the Lady of the Reformed is really just here to output a very small amount of damage, block some damage, and then die. And then I don't care. All right, you're not making it through this. Now, what do we want? I don't think we need energy. I think we just want draw. We have enough zero cost units that we want to draw and dump. I think that would be nice. Endless is a status effect. It would not work on the Eel Gorgon. Works on the champion, though. Formless Child's pretty good, too. But I think you just want Endless on a unit. I would like to make sure my champion, can't die. And this is just in case we can't get Molded to work. Because Molded can still bring back other things that die, even if it's just a dreg. But I want to make sure that the champion can come back if we need him to come back. This guy is still pretty good, though. A random defeated unit comes back with plus 40. Problem is he's super expensive. 2 energy? I'm not a big fan of that. Nor, welcome! How are you doing today? Yeah, I'll take the book. Harvest Tycoon is pretty nice as well. Gain 30 gold, harvest 10. This has been buffed. Paraffin Thug has been buffed. He was a 25 or something. Now he's a 40-10. My God, Wickless Tycoon had 25 HP. Now he has 40. I'm glad that they, buffed things. I wish they buffed the spells from this clan, though. We've got the units covered. We skip. When we start duplicating Eel Gorgon, we're gonna need more energy to play him, but we don't need the energy now. We can wait. We don't need capacity. We can always just move him up. The North says designing some encounters. D&D thing? Probably a D&D thing. Conduit 2. Damage spells are cheaper. I might take this. You know what? I will take this. Yeah. Oh, the Frostbite's been buffed too, 25. I want you... He does actually give you Conduit now. I want you to make my spells cheaper so I can play more of them. Normally I don't go mixed path here, but I think it makes sense. Heal your pyre equal to the cost. Permafrost. Permafrost on Remnant Pack. Molded -1. Reroll. I can't afford... I can barely afford holdover. Okay, good. I was worried for a minute there. I think I want Wicklash on holdover first. Because we can buff and give multi-strike every turn with this. This is what I want to have intrinsic. Molded doesn't need it. Wicklash does need holdover though. Wicklash, more like Mika Lash. And we'll buff Eel Gorgon. And move on. The Holds of Heaven. This jerk. Death Corruption. They get multi-strike. Fallen Executioner. Now, are these the units we're going to be fighting? Because sometimes this doesn't give you the actual preview. I think we say yes. And we standard deploy. Man, we don't even need Lady out. She's just here to eat up the conduit, really. I could send them... Dude, no! They won't get corrupted. They'll get corrupted for one turn and then it goes away. Okay, that's pretty neat. You're gonna haste up, which is not a huge problem. Might as well save this. Might as well put down some dregs, I guess. And do 8 damage, because why not? Okay, you want this. Okay, it does not buff anymore because of the rings. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know, that answers the question I had. We can buff this one, though. I could also buff my champion if I really wanted to. Oh, I should have moved my units down to kill the gold goblin. That's a mistake. A minor mistake. Hardly even a mistake. But I really should have done that. Really should have gotten the money. We really do need cash. We are starting to suffer from an inability of getting money. All right, this should be no problem. We won't be able to play Wicklash, but everything's dying. If the lady dies, it does not matter. Please move up, thank you. You know, since we're molding next turn, I could just bring down a Eel Gorgon. It doesn't seem like the smartest idea, but they'll come back, be reformed, and then not. Or will, They might actually die. I don't know if the burnout happens before or after the resolve trigger. Good point, good question, I don't know. I tell you what, how about we act like we gotta keep her alive. Only one way to find out. I'd rather do it when we have molded on holdover, that way we can ensure that we can bring him back up with 2. Although, resolve triggering after combat means that if the boss is here, it will still burn out. We gotta be careful about that. All right, tank, do some damage. Might as well. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Well, it's one of the only things I'm worried about. You're not quite dead. Now you're dead. Don't take any damage. Hit him. Hit him. The sap is pretty annoying, but that's okay. Cool. Deal 1 damage to a random enemy unit 5 times. With Conduit, that's not that bad, but the Daze is really good. In fact, it even stops him from doubling the corruption on strike. Not that we care, because he can't, really. I think it turns into an action, so we could stop his action. But like, if units die, we mold them, so we don't really care about the Daze effect. I think Ice Storm is not bad. as just a quick burst of damage. And it'll be free. Endless Extinguish, draw a card. I do like Votavary. I do like Votavary. How many channel points to put googly eyes on says disposable? That's a very good idea. At me in the Discord and I'll add it later. Deal damage to enemy units equal to 3 times the number of deaths this battle. I do like Votavary. Votavary is one of the ways in which you can go infinite in the game. There's a relic that makes it so that your extinguish triggers twice. So if you draw 2, you can draw Votavary plus another card, and if that spell lets you kill Votavary, then you can draw Votavary plus another card, which is a spell that lets you play Votavary, or kill Votavary to draw Votavary, and by playing infinite spells, we can get infinite damage on our units. Please no, says Shinigami. But I don't think we need another unit, because I don't really care. You draw the unit to play the unit with Extinguish. It just turns Votavary into a temporary tank, which could be good. You know, give them 50 HP. They can just go out in front and block shots every turn. It's not a bad idea. It's kind of what the lady's doing, but if I take Votavary, we can make one more copy of Gorgon, and then we don't have to worry about more capacity. Although it doesn't matter, because we can just put the Gorgons wherever we want anyways, I suppose. 500,000 says, seems reasonable, says Mud. How many to take off googly eyes? We can start a bidding war. I like it. I want a Merchant of Magic. Intrinsic is exactly what I wanted on Wicklash. If we, just to look, double stack only increases the burnout, not the damage. But this is what I wanted. We could make this consume 21 damage to a random enemy unit 5 times. Crypt Builder could consume. We could double stack burnout, which is unnecessary, or re-roll, or duplicate. But we don't need to duplicate. We have things here we can remove and duplicate. Stewards can go. And then I think we do want another Gorgon. Like, that seems great. Maybe even another equalizing ring, and then we can just put it on the Gorgon, and then we don't have to buff the Gorgon's attack. We can focus one of the 3 to apply the buffs from Wicklash. Seems good, you know? Pretty easy to save channel points when there isn't anything to spend them on. Look, I know. You don't gotta keep reminding me. Yeah, I haven't done anything really with that. That was just a thought I had for things to spend the channel points on. I gotta take a look at that again and update it, or rethink it, I think. This is tough because I really want to duplicate, and I'm thinking if I duplicate Wicklash, we get multiple spells to play for free every turn that buffs our units, and that seems pretty good. So I'm gonna dupe Wicklash, and then I'm gonna dupe Gorgon, and then I'm going to remove, because I don't need to spend anymore, I don't think. Although we can make, you know, helical 1 cheaper, and then we can remove another steward. Like, why not? Undying minions. Okay, I think for the 5th combat, I understand what's going on. And I'm not gonna use Quoto the Absolute, great name, by the way. I'm gonna use the other boss as an example, the goo monster that gets reanimate. If you get Undying Minions, I think that's what gives him the reanimate 6 every turn ability. If you instead get Corrupted Minions, then instead of this guy spawning, Ravenous Zealot, on harvest get stronger. You get the other dudes on attack gain corruption, and then the boss doesn't spawn with reanimate actions anymore. So if it's undying minions, you get harvest. If it's corrupted minions, you get the dude who gets corruption on strike. And it doesn't display the correct minion here. They may have updated it. They may have updated it, but previously it would not display the correct minion. And I got very confused by that multiple times. Like, why isn't it displaying the right unit? I don't understand. I think I figured it out though. These guys definitely have reanimate. Okay, Ice Storm's not gonna do much. However, buff. Honestly, just, let's, instead of killing a Dreg there, let's kill a Dreg here. Yeah, that makes total sense. It actually saves damage on Eel Gorgon, I think. We'll do that. We'll do this. 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 Beautiful. 53 times 7. Undead gamers, welcome. Hello. Okay, I have not drawn my other Eel Gorgons. That's okay. Equalizing rings can stay there for a minute. You get endless. I'd rather just let that shuffle, honestly. I hereby solemnly swear that I will purchase Valdis Story Abyssal City with my own money and play it on stream, and everyone in chat can and should hold me accountable for this statement. Anything you hear on this stream is not necessarily the views and opinions of Abe Clancy Entertainment. Oh, no. I should fly this guy in first, then start buffing. I need to kill you. Thank you. Dude, we do a lot of damage now. YouTube watchers are gonna be so confused, says the Nor. He just wants me to play Valdis Story. But I think that much was clear. Yeah, Votivary, I don't really want you to give them harvest triggers right now. Okay. There we go, now they're all dead. We do have to play a lot of spells every turn to stay ahead of the enemies, but that's okay. Another Incanter, but also another Eel Gorgon, doing what the Gorgonites do best. Spam! Spell spam! I mean, it's a lot of damage we're putting out right now. And I kind of want to take an Energy Relic next so that we can actually get the more Eel Gorgons out on turn 1, but I think we'll just stop playing the Lady of the House. That way we get 2 of them out at the beginning of combat, and then we take draw so we can just get through the Whiplashes faster. Connie, thank you very much for the resubscription. 35 trips around the moon. Gaga! Well, no, the moon goes around us, yeah. I'm new to this game, but it's definitely fun to mess around with, says Undead Gamers. Really, you have not played any of Monster Train 1? An amazing deck builder that I've had so much fun with. But, I mean, if you're gonna start with one of them, Monster Train 2 is good enough to start with, and it's fantastic so far. So I hope you're enjoying it. Titan Skin. Titan Skin is not gonna be a problem. I guess I'll just play this on you. I killed a unit and made you stronger. I hope you like it. All right, buff. Now you're burning out. All right, that's the problem, isn't it? Okay, now you're not burning out, but I forgot, on Relentless, the burnout will trigger. All right, not like it matters anymore. Kanye says, wait a minute, those are Monster Train 1 cards. They are. Later says, depending on your perspective. Of us orbiting the moon or the moon orbiting us. I don't think there's anyone on the moon right now, so I think from all of our perspectives. We ain't know Earth is the center of the solar system around here. I don't like the stones. I really don't. Armor 1 could be nice, but like we have the backup molding if something dies, so. Reform until it exceeds capacity. Hallowed halls. Now that has me tempted. Resin block, hallowed halls, yes. The only problem is if our units die before they get reformed. We don't need a Merchant of Steel. Our stuff's fully upgraded that we want. Votivary maybe, but I think I'm just gonna go to the left. I think I might, look, Votivary might just be here to get mastered, let's be honest. At the start of turn, fully heal your champions. Yeah, right. This is another unit we can play on turn 1. I'll take it. Armor 10 on equip, doesn't matter. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. We don't really need it, but we are building around spells to an extent, so maybe. Frozen cards are reduced to 0. I have 1. Actually, 3 piercing damage kills the sweepers. They have 6 HP, 5 maybe. I'll take that one. Does make it easier for us to play top floor, but at least for the cherub fight, we're gonna be playing bottom. And do we duplicate a card? I think the answer is no. I might remove though. Get the final shield steward out of the deck. And yeah, I think I will, especially thanks to the artificial Pyre Stone. I think I'm just gonna go for, there's another eel Gorgon. I think I'm just gonna go for draw. We don't need energy anymore. We don't need capacity with the units that we have. Draw is the only thing that matters. Connie says, I'm gonna need more VODs on YouTube to get caught on this game shenanigans. You haven't been watching too much Monster Train 2, huh? Honestly, I've been pretty good about putting stuff up on YouTube though, so. I can play you. I can play you. I can play you. I can play you, and now we're 1 short. Yeah, be quiet. So you're getting buffed. You're getting buffed. You're taking 500 damage. I mean, I don't think I can kill you, unfortunately. But man, 800 damage turn 1's pretty damn good. I'm not gonna say we're, you know, gonna kill Seraph on turn 1, but we could maybe engineer it. Is there like a super ultra right click? No. I'm on YouTube pace. I think 5 or 6 episode 7 went up today, I think. Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, I'm just gonna play this. Oh right, I was gonna play bottom floor. It doesn't matter, we have infinity damage, but still. Whoops. Whatever, you get damage shield, who cares? Come up and fight me. $800 damage, 1,000 damage. Get out of my deck. If I had my rings, you might be dead. Turn 1 boss would be a goal, all right. I don't know if there's any unlocks related to that. There might be, there might be. Probably an achievement at least, if I had to guess. Who needs Dante when you got eels? My thought exactly. Now, are we gonna try a Hallowed Halls? Why not? We only need one turn to kill you anyways. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Come on, Eel Gorgon. Eel Gorgon. We only got one Eel Gorgon. And so it does say they're burning out. So burnout 1 is not enough for the Eel Gorgon. We need more than that. Good to know, good to know. Man, that's very unfortunate. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We'll be okay. I really, you know what, I'll play the Calcified Ember. Because it doesn't work that way, because the burnout happens before the end of turn trigger, I'll just play the orb, get it out of my deck. That's good to know though, it's good to know for the future that that's how that works. I wasn't gonna build my entire run around it, but it was really interesting to consider, is that it is another good way of powering up the Eel Gorgons. And it's still playable in the future, we just need to, like, spell chain it, I think. That would be a way that makes it work. So we'll be on the lookout for a spell chain on that. At least you are dead before the end. There you go. There's an achievement to kill Seraph before he rampages. There's probably an achievement to one turn a boss. Now a second Hallowed Halls could be what you need if you can get them both, make them hold over, make them permafrost, you can play them every turn. But we did notice another problem with it, which is that we have a lot of dregs. So because we have dregs, we're gonna be molding the dregs unless we don't play the dregs. So like, I need Hallowed Halls to be spell chain -2. I need molded to have holdover in case we don't mold what we want with Hallowed Halls. Look, I don't think it's gonna work the way we want it to work. At the very least, we need upgrades on it. Merchant of Steel, Merchant of Magic, and an alcove. Thank you, game. First of all, Conduit 4 damage spells are -2. We don't need more magic spells, and we don't need them to be cheaper. So I'll take more Frostbite. Ooh, it's a 2-cost negative in our deck. 3 large crystals of entropy. Upgrade a spell to gain triple stack. Permanently gain +5 magic power if you don't play it. I'm assuming the spell gains magic power. Upgrade a spell to cost -4. I mean, Crypt Builder. Crypt Builder 0 cost would be funny. Wow, Burnout 6! Spell Weakness 3. I mean, on a Crypt Builder, if you could permafrost it, that's really funny. On an Ice Storm, actually, if you permafrost it, that's real interesting. Oh, it gains permafrost. Oh. And then put holdover on this bad boy. Don't play it, gains magic power permanently. I mean, this is how you one-shot a boss. You build up a Crypt Builder infinitely. That's kind of cool. And then upgrade a spell to cost -4. I actually don't think I'm gonna take these. Because I just don't think that I need them. Because like we're not playing spells to kill the enemies, we're just playing units and then upgrading the units with multi-strike and damage. So upgrading a spell to be slightly better. And granted, an Ice Storm would be a really good one to put that on. But then we have this garbage card in the deck, and we have to play it, otherwise everything in our deck is going to get more expensive. But I guess we can play it, we can afford it. All right, I'll do the Ice Storm play. It's weird, and maybe we can hold it over. I should have checked the shop first. That was a mistake. Sure, I'll take it. It's funky. Now, please give me holdover. And then I'll duplicate it. Remove consume. Unnecessary, -1. Put that there. Permafrost. Just re-roll it. -1 in intrinsic and spell chain. -1 intrinsic is something I wanted from Wicklash, which we got. Good. Ice Storm is tempting to keep it scaling immediately. Spell Chain is something I also really wanted with Hallowed Halls, because now we can get Reform 2 on our units. And with Reformed 2, or with Burnout 2, they will survive, and then... Yes. Yeah, I think Hallowed Halls is what I want this on. And then I think I want Intrinsic on Ice Storm. And then I think I want to duplicate it. We're very late into the game, but like, why not? It's funny. I guess we could duplicate more units and just keep stacking up a big floor, but this is also real funny. I mean, I put that damn curse in my deck. I'm gonna get value from it. Restore health when they move up a floor. Okay. Now, this champion, very annoying. They will gain like 30 damage on the top floor. We have to play them on the bottom, probably. Incant spikes, also annoying. Mounts and Train is a good train. You should trust me on trains. I have autism. Ninja, welcome to the stream. It is a good train. So we have how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the champion. The Reformation will keep them alive. She hits like a truck, so do we. I think we want to play bottom floor because we can always reform play them on a higher floor if they die on the bottom. Four wagons stacked on top of each other? It makes for poor trainsmanship, says Radical. It's a very top-heavy train. But suppose the train is like, you know, the size of a city. Then it won't fall over. Okay, I only want to play Eel Gorgons and Tethys Titan's Bane. I don't want to play any other unit. All right. Because I don't want the Reform card to hit anything but them. So the Ice Storms will be stronger if we wait. You're not dying yet. Now you're dying. I'm not even going to play the dregs. I wish I had more time to, like, remove them, but that's fine. Okay, that's pretty cool. I mean, I would love the Ice Storms with Luna Coven. They would have 100 conduit, but, you know, this is a way of building spell power with Tethys being here. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, you come down. It's another spell. Might as well play it. And we only need to play the Ice Storms if we really need the damage on the turn that we get it. Otherwise, we can chill. So I don't want to play the Remnant Pact either. because I don't want anything to be endless. I want to reform it with hallowed halls once we draw it. Oh yeah, Tethys is here too. Yeah. Honestly though, him making the spells cheaper is really handy. I gotta say. I appreciate him for that. Okay, you're dying. It's fine. It's better than fine. I'll just reform you next turn. I do wish that we could kill all the enemies. I don't have to reform the champion. So I'm gonna play Remnant Pact for another stack of multi-strike to kill everything. 23 damage, Ice Storms, not bad. Ah, the reanimate's why it took so many hits to kill that floor. I understand. Okay, and so now we can Hallowed Halls twice. And we can reorder the Eel Gorgons. My God, it's amazing. We're gonna lose the equalizing rings, but that's okay. I think this is what we want. Oh my God, I have a great idea too. Hallowed Halls. They come back, they're gonna be stronger. Then Votivary allows us to play our champion again. And now these guys have more health. You do more damage. No, you don't do more damage. Oh, you do more damage. Let's move you to the back. But I will probably play these on the front. Oh, actually, you should be in the front. I need you to kill the enemies quickly. So you know what? I'm gonna invert the order here. Look at that. Look at that. If we Hallowed Halls, they can just reorder themselves. That's so good. Death and Rebirth refreshes the abilities. Yeah, that'll refresh the flight. We need it. But next turn, I'll be able to reorder them anyways. Now you, it's highly likely I will draw a reform ability on you. I'm not really that worried about your death. Actually, the corruption did kill me, funnily enough. Okay, I did not get a reform ability. That's fine. Biggest damage goes in the back. Buff. Buff. You're dead. You are giving spikes, but we get multi-strike. We come out ahead. Now you're not even killing me. End turn. Don't even play these. Apply mute to enemy units. What? Ah! They nerfed the unnamed tome. Instead of applying silence, it mutes them for 5 turns. How interesting. It works on bosses, which is really interesting. So we could use it to nerf Seraph for 5 turns, right? Yeah, it's still really good. Looks at all the big deck daddy jokes in the quote system. Yeah, but that's a running meme in deck builders, right? Not just me. I don't think we need another Votivary. We don't need the energy. This is skip. I mean, another duplicator would be really funny with like another Eel Gorgon. Why wouldn't we take another Eel Gorgon? They're the best units. We could also take another Wicklash, but... why wouldn't we take another Eel Gorgon? I wish we had a little bit more Reformation for the Eel Gorgons, but I might just go for the Lady of the House in the front play. Let her tank some of the corruption. And then, like, maybe midway through the fight, we can Hallowed Halls to restore everyone to full health. And then that should be enough, I hope. Really wish we had another Merchant of Magic here for the Molded, but that's okay. I think I do want to duplicate. And I think I do want another Eel Gorgon. Or instead of playing Lady of the House, I could just play another Eel Gorgon and then chill. They have 70 HP, they can tank a lot of damage. Spells will be doing a lot of damage. You hope. Hallowed Halls can bring them back halfway through the fight. That's not bad. Pardon me. Yeah, I think, at the very least, I think I want to duplicate, and we'll just buy a bunch of relics. And, like, some... man, you know what? We can pay for duplication. Let's go for the removal as well, because I really want to come here and maybe get some more equipment. I don't know what I would be looking for, but we might find something good. Gladair says, I remember a conversation when you were playing Darkest Dungeon 1 about how you can't put chat on the screen because of how people say stuff, like the abomination being hot. Hey, abomination being hot aside, it's more of, if I'm watching a video, I don't want the distraction of chat. I feel like I'd have to read it all the time, instead of focusing on the game. Which is what I want, you know? Gain energy when a unit dies. Energy is not a problem. Copying units on summon? Hold up. Yes? 3 capacity, you could play 4. I mean, it's just literally more. It's literally more. Boiler room is busted. It is, but I don't need the energy. I think, here's what I want to do. I want to make a floor of Eel Gorgons and then just ascend them to the top floor, because I can just make more copies of them. That seems like a lot of fun. Reroll. I mean, Fragile will get lost as soon as we play something. Inferno Room is just good. I might even take that one, but let's check out the Merchant of Trinkets. Oh, good. Units can extra upgrade slot. Draw a room card from your deck and reduce it to 0. Okay. So we take that, and then we take this, and then we remove anything that we're not playing, or I'm literally not gonna play any dregs. Okay, that's really good. Randakel says, can confirm mirrored halls on one of the dimensional traits where your units auto ascend at the end of turns was positively busted. That's a good one, yeah. Auto ascend. I remember there being one of those trials where you auto descended, and that one was really fun. I had an Awoken build in Monster Train 1 where I made a unit like 5 capacity and then duplicated him 4 times and then just kept playing him, and they kept descending to the same floor. It was great. Okay, so I want Tethys. We could put Tethys here, but we could put Tethys here. No, we're not. Tethys is gonna go up here. However, there's a couple of eel Gorgons. There's a couple of eel Gorgons. You see what I'm doing? Oh no, you're going to corrupt me when you attack me. How about you corrupt this guy instead, who's cardless? And then how about we move another one up? And then how about we move another one up? And then how about we move another one up? And then how about we play all of our good spells on you? Yeah, this will work. And then we got another one. And then buff your damage. And then permafrost. Let's permafrost. Well, this is going to be removed if I play it on you. I could play it on Tethys, but I don't really care about playing it on Tethys, I don't think. Ah, hell, play it on Tethys. And play a mold. And then a frozen lance. And then a frozen lance. And then a frozen lance. All right, he's like a quarter dead. That's pretty good. Times 8 on all of these units. I could have gotten him to 10. Oh, and now they're not even corrupted. Oh, they're not even cardless. Wait, how does that work? What? They lost cardless? I don't even know what that means. Does it mean that they can die and get resummoned? Is that what that means? I mean, I'm gonna try, because we freaking drew it. Nope. Okay, so even though they became cardless, it didn't work the way we expected it to. Fair, fair. Still, that's a buff on the floor. I'll take it. Scammed. I'm absolutely scammed. Absolutely scammed on that one. I mean, it's okay. We have more eels in the deck if we could just freaking draw them. By the way, there's our champion too. I guess I don't have any more eels in the deck. What am I talking about? I could have killed you if I drew any. Well, okay, I only have 2 left, but still. I should have more. I should have another 2, because I removed cardless from these ones. Yeah, I think they would get rid of the fragile, because it's a status effect. And they do keep the buffs from equipment, because it doesn't give them a status effect when you give them equipment. It gives them a modifier on their stats, right? Subtle difference. All right, so you come up, and you come up, and you get buffed, and I'll give you a buff, and you can keep this. You know what? Get muted. Because now his action and strike don't actually work. So as a result, no corruption. Imagine that. That's incredible. I think we're gonna kill him on this turn. We will probably kill him on this turn. That's really funny that they remove cardless. I'll submit a bug report for that one. I mean, why not, right? $1,200 damage. What do you think? Do you think it'll work? Think we can kill him? I don't think we're gonna be able to kill him, but why not? Hey, let's go. Waves remaining 3. Victory! 6-turn boss rush. All right. Turns out eel gorgons are still good. Bong, bang, bang, bang. We've unlocked Ice and Pyre. And mute when an enemy enters their terrain. So they're not silenced forever, just for the bottom floor. It's very interesting. I guess silence was pretty strong. Mostly for the bosses, because there's some bosses that get completely countered. Like in Monster Train 1, you had the Revenge boss. But I wonder if that relic 50% chance of muting or of silence. Well, this was that relic, right? 50% chance of silencing them when they enter the train. Now it's a guaranteed mute 1. Slightly different. Playing a spell deals 2 damage to a random unit. That's kind of bad. Subsuming Blade, pretty okay. Flicker's Liquor, very good. When you play a unit after deployment, a random card is reduced to 0. Enemies are stronger. Mastered cards. A victory with Stygian. Umbra, increase room capacity. We're gonna have to work on that one. And Awoken, heal lost health. Awoken is very easy to do with Luna Coven because they heal passively, and with anything that gives you lifesteal. I think Under Legion and Lazarus both have a little bit of lifesteal in there. So that one will be nice. Melting Remnant has a little bit of a heal. Umbra has a ton of lifesteal. So, you know, it's just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. How do we leave? Back. All right, great run. Gladair says, I'm one of your 2 friends with Covenant 10 wins, but I never see you playing because you're never on in Steam. Now, should we try Endless? No, Melting level up. We leveled him up once, but not anymore. It's gonna take a while. All right, let's give this a shot. We want to play here. That's right. That's right, Zach. Isn't that right, Zach? So I guess we're not gonna play the molding because we lose cards. Well, we lose cardless. So I might as well play the lady just to get her out of the deck, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna be doing from now on. All right, fair enough. They got really strong when they entered the train. All right, you come up. 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 And come up. So now we are at capacity. You know what? Ice storms are going to be getting better too. You are already dead. You're already dead, girl. I guess I am nuking you as well. That's probably a reason why you're dying, if I had to guess. Doesn't seem like Endless takes long, judging from your last attempt, says the Nor. How dare you? Are you assuming that this game is hard or something? Save this for the boss, I guess. Now the problem with these units is that I forgot which one was cardless. And as a result, I don't know which one to put in the front so I can reform him. Bit of a problem. And then Votivary. Dude, we don't even need Votivary out there, let's be honest. Consume that. You're one of those always appear offline people, scandalous. You know what? I'm offline. Let me be online. That way people know I'm streaming and playing Monster Train. It's Monster Train! I guess you can take the ring and just don't play the Hallowed Halls. I really wish I could play the Hallowed Halls, but I don't think it's the right play. Because the Hallowed Halls will remove all of the units that I have out there. unfortunately. Now, are you endless? Are you cartless? I guess I'll remnant pact you. Wait, did a unit die? Wait, do I have molded? I should have permafrosted it. I will try to endless you and then just replay you. That's what I'll do. Although, I might just be able to kill you with a spell. Hey! I guess we have backups. Although the endless isn't going to do anything anymore. It will go away. Because again, it's a status effect and now it's gone! On Slay gain Rage 2. Start with Rage. At least you're easy to kill. Might as well play this when you move up. The North says, I've never seen anyone except you try Endless. I wonder how Endless you can get if the modifiers will quickly screw you. The modifiers will quickly screw you. That's my understanding. Endless is very tough. Endless is, well, I'm gonna be surprised if we make it through the second fight. The first fight, it's pretty much a gimme. Second fight, that's when it gets tough. But our damage is looking pretty good. I just don't think we have enough damage to fight what's coming up next. Yeah, the enemies start hitting for like 100, so. If we had molded on holdover, I would feel better about this, but I don't know if we're gonna get there. All friendly units take 3 damage when summoned. Add a card duplicator. Remove a card from your deck. Units cost 1 more energy. Well, I can't take that one. 3 damage when summoned is not a big problem. And I suppose if we're gonna be duplicating a card, we want to duplicate whatever the best thing is. If you reform on the Hall of Mirrors floor, do you get the duplication? Eh, not like it matters. I mean, honestly, another Ice Storm might be okay. Just trying to think. Like, I don't think we need another eel. We might need more eel Gorgons. But if they die, we do have Hallowed Halls to bring them back, theoretically. I think I might just take another Ice Storm. Now this guy, he doesn't look that strong. Does 8 damage, have 440 HP. That's not his stats. I'm sure it's gonna be like 30 damage, 2000 HP. This makes no sense. Fewer quick sweepers. Yeah, I've only seen 1 sweeper that's not from the Monster Train 1 clan. The sweepers do be hard to find. Now, do you play a tanky lady? I think you play the tanky lady. You're gonna take 3 damage, but whatever, I don't care. Take 3 damage. Okay, yeah, this guy. On Harvest, which triggers for each reanimate, so he's gonna, and it's +4, so he's gonna get another, let's see, this is 9 times 4, 36. So he's gonna be a 44 damage times 3 unit when he moves up to the top floor if we kill these guys in the front. That's absurd. He do be strong. I guess you took 6, so we are getting the doubled effect, at least from this. Let's move them. So really, you want something that can pull him to the front. You can kill him first. Or don't kill them at all until he moves up here. But because we're killing them thanks to the Inferno room, he is already going to have plus 12. He do be a strong boy. Okay, I have to remember. Which means you're going to kill all of these guys. Now you're probably going to die. The cardless units are in the back. Now, does that matter? I don't know, but it might matter. Nachomancer, welcome. Oh, they died a second time thanks to the jack strips. Oh, God, no. I should not have played the Inferno room. Holy heck. All right, this might be tough. There's a lot of enemies that we're gonna have to deal with. Oh my God, jack strips is gonna kill you. Okay, at least the lady of the house is gonna tank some damage. Good God. You know what? I'm gonna mute him on this floor. It also mutes this guy's ability. I don't know what it was though. What was your thing? Oh, when he's at the front, he also does 16 more damage. Right, forgot about that. Great. I guess don't play this Eel Gorgon. Instead, okay. The cardless ones are at the back. You are the one at the front, but you're not dead on this turn. Okay, I'm gonna make you be at the front. Then you'll die, but you'll be reformed back, and you're gonna have the damage buff that I'm giving you. 500 damage. $600 damage. Okay, you're dead. Beautiful. Get out of my deck. Did you finish La Mulana? No, but we may or may not work on it today, depending on what people vote for. It's a process. La Mulana is a process. You gotta go. Which means that I don't have the energy to play the good Eel Gorgon. Oh, that's a problem. I mean, we had to do it, otherwise it would make everything more expensive in my deck. But that's a little problematic. Okay, you are a carded one, not a cardless one. I want you being in the back. At least we're killing him, but this guy's gonna have, you know, a lot of HP when he moves up. I'm hoping that these ice storms can get me out of a jam. This is where you would want to have like a quick 1000 damage unit. Put quick on your Hellhorn champion. Okay, if I played Hallowed Halls, we will bring back one Eel Gorgon and a second Eel Gorgon and the lady, but we will lose 3 Eel Gorgons, so we would actually lose 1 net. So I don't think you play this. I would love to have this next turn when these all die. I mean, he's hitting the Pyre for 150. He kills it in 1 turn if he lives to make it up. That's crazy. Okay, I can bring back a Gorgon, although it will, I should have played this earlier. It will burn, okay, you know what? I misplayed this floor. Except, we got both Eel Gorgons out now. So then do it again. Yes. No, because there's only 1 Eel Gorgon. Yes! 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 Do it again! No, I got you twice? Because you were the one that was summoned first. Hold on, redo the turn. I should have done that first anyways, because okay. I have a plan, I have a plan, I have a plan. I have a plan! Take the Pyre damage if you have to. We're gonna start with Hallowed Halls. And then play Hallowed Halls. Then we can ascend you. Cardless is gonna be in the front. No, the carded one should be in the front. So we can bring him back. You are also very weak. Let's have you die too. You're gonna burn out. No, you're not. Now we start playing our cards up here and keeping these units alive, keeping the Pyre alive. Okay, Pyre lived for one more day. Good lord. We still have 3 of them to deal with. I've never seen what's beyond this fight, by the way. I don't know what the third wave has in store, but this one's hard enough. 150 damage every turn. We got Hallowed Halls, my dude. Okay. So all we need to do is bring back this Eel Gorgon. Yes. 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 You get this. Why do you look all weird? You look all nasty. Like you got goo around this flight button. Okay. Hallowed Halls. I really want to play this Eel Gorgon. I guess it depends on what this brings out. It brought back the unit I wanted it to bring back. We don't need to play this now because we can put you here. Actually, you being in the dead pile is probably better. I need you to tank. And then I guess we can have you come up to be in the dead pile. Okay, we're losing 2. That's okay. We're at the capacity limit. That's okay. I have equalizing rings, which goes there. Then we Wicklash. Then we Wicklash. Helical. Everyone's dying. Beautiful. Do we reform down here? Why not? We have it. You're gonna get real strong. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on the second Hallowed Halls. We're losing 2 of our Eel Gorgons, but we're still in the clear. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm working on it, Nacho. Very slowly, but I am working on it. Now it's the boss. Yeah, so he's not 8,400, he's a 21,3600 who gains damage shield 2 and armor 10. Game lied to me. I don't know where these Vengeful Shards came from. Oh, they're a part of my deck, that's right. I would like another Eel Gorgon on the top floor. And you know what? Sorry. The Endless one goes in front so we can bring him back next turn. That's what we need. Oh yes. Oh yes. I love it. This is perfect. This is an Endless Eel Gorgon with double summon is the perfect counter to these guys. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes! Because it'll come back, I'll replay it, get another copy of Eel Gorgon, and then I can have stronger Eel Gorgons every turn. I love it. I love it. So now, Eel Gorgon is played. I could also bring back a burnout Eel Gorgon, why not? But let's play this one. Start here. You need to be in the front. Now, you are a weak Eel Gorgon. You're 3364. I'm gonna bring you down here so you die. You're a strong one. You're going to go in the back. Then we'll bring back another Eel Gorgon. And you're a pretty strong one. Actually, you guys are just doing a lot of damage. Actually, you're not really doing that much damage. but then I can like bring down a bad one to bring up a better one. Like 58 times 2 is not that good. So instead, let's bring up 78 times 2. And then honestly, yeah, get some more damage done. And honestly, oh, we're gonna need the damage up here. But do we want to have just some eel gorgons down here punching you hard? I guess I'd rather, well, yeah, because we get the multi-strike out of it. Psych. Actually, on second thought, maybe I'll begin removing options to use channel points to rapidly increase the inflation. Hey, you never know. Okay, I think I do want to knock you back. Much better. My God, we're actually gonna make it past one of these. I never thought I'd see the day. Don't even play Ice Storm. It was weird, I still did damage through the damage shield, I think. Okay, fight 3. Gain a pack with rare cards, restore Pyre health, add dead weights. Add another stack of Curse of Friendly Fire. I mean, I don't care if my units die, but I don't really want a pack of cards. I want to, like, get an upgrade. I want to visit a freaking Merchant of Magic and get money. But I tell you what. Formless Child could be okay. I can see stuff happening with this giving me a nice, solid damage buff. Archeon, strike, pushback, 13 damage, 700 HP. Yeah, right. This option might risk devaluing the quotes command. Okay, mirrors, Inferno. I don't even really care about the champion anymore, let's be honest. If I play him twice, he's dead. I guess we should play him. He takes 6 damage, and then we start playing Eel Gorgons. They take a lot of damage when they get summoned, don't they? I need card removal, I don't want the lady. You hit for 40? You have 600 HP and you heal for 200? What the f? Incant, grant non-boss enemy units 10 damage. Oh, and there's another healer in front of you. Fantastic. Well, hopefully it doesn't matter. I mean, we do deal a lot of damage. Man, if I had an infinite build, I could kill the boss in one turn, but we're not quite there, are we? 6,000 HP, huh? Good lord. Honestly, I really like the idea of this, because now I can kill you before you attack, or before... That doesn't matter. Never mind. It didn't matter. I should have not done that. You don't even do any damage. Whatever. We'll be okay, right? Who quoted me? I don't know. Jorker? This has to be played. It's an unfortunate rule of the world. Now, Hallowed Halls. I don't think I want to Hallowed Halls here, because we would only have 2 Eel Gorgons, not 4, right? I think you're a cardless one. You're a carded one. Oh, you're gonna heal the boss for 200. Okay, I see how it is. Can't kill my own units. Fair. Guess Hallowed Halls will kill the cardless unit. I don't want to kill the cardless units. That's the thing. If we get an endless one, then I can do that because I can keep resummoning more and keep adding more Eel Gorgons to the ecosystem, right? So you, okay, the carded one I want in position 2. That's a carded one, remember that. I should just automatically put the cardless ones in the back all the time. That would make this easier. You're gonna give non-boss enemy units more power. More power to you. You're a carded one. You're a carded one. You take this. I should not have moved you to the back. You are dead though, good. So every floor just has one of these guys, huh? I mean, it's not that problematic. This Ice Storm I've never played. Where's my Endless? There it is, okay. I will be playing spells, you will be dying, you're cardless. You get this, you come back every turn. Yes. Let's get another Gorgon out. You're a carded one, you go in front. And then, honestly, let's just swap you guys. We'll have a more healthier one up here. So we have a carded one up here. Good. I can also bring back another Gorgon. Look at that. But it only has burnout 1. I could give it more and bring it up. What happened to my book? Did I use my book? I did use my... When? I must have messed up using the book. I must have. Well, in that case, we'll just keep playing what we can. I mean, I think we're gonna be fine on this boss fight, because these enemies only have 250 health. The problem with the last combat was that they had so much more than that. Formless Child will bring back another one too. What's his name from Overwatch? The Buddhist robot thingy, Zenyatta? Yeah, I can see it, though with longer fingers. Okay. We have no reason not to play this. Dump it. Dump it. We'll probably be able to reform someone. But I'm just gonna keep giving the buffs to you because you're gonna live the longest, let's be honest. Okay. Boss has taken 180 damage. I do need a way of reforming though, because I do have to bring back my units at some point. I need like a more consistent reformation, but really the only thing we have is a Formless Child. They hit for 100? Why are they so strong? I wasn't just playing spells down here. I guess they just come out with more damage or less damage. They have 110 health. I haven't even played any spells. Okay, well, I don't have any units to summon. I gotta get my Reformation going on here. I don't even really want to, you know what? Double Formless Child. It'll kill people. Who cares? Yeah, okay, double Formless. Actually, double Formless here will give me two Eel Gorgons because they will immediately be killed on play. Yes, I think we might have to take Entropic Crystals on the face, but play this. Eel Gorgon. We don't get a second? Because he didn't live? Come on! We don't get a second? Oh, and this costs energy, I can't even play it. Oh, what? What? Okay, so I guess the Curse of Friendly Fire happens before the Hall of Mirrors, so we don't get a second Formless Child, we only get the one. So it didn't bring back the Burnout Gorgon, which is what I wanted, because this one I don't have the energy to play. Hands full. But we didn't even get the second one to do anything, right? It didn't create a second copy of the unit. That's true, my hand is full. And maybe if our hand wasn't full, it would have made the copy? Let's see. Let's see. You know what? We'll test. I think it's an order thing. I think it dies to the dagger before it gets copied from the mirror. But let's try. So I'm gonna dump a couple of things from my hand, and then we'll try it. Yeah, it doesn't get copied. Now I got the right Eel Gorgon, but I don't want to, you know, undo and farm the RNG, right? It's interesting that it does have a different result, but then again, we did play different cards, so maybe it has something to do with it. Okay, so we're not gonna get 2 units. We have to consider that. We very much have to consider that. I mean, everything is, our Pyre is dying up here. This might be the time for an Ice Storm. Just to make sure that we have units available for you. I would still, I think, like to play Formless Child. Even, not having the energy to play the card that we drew sucks. Okay, yeah, I might just Ice Storm then. We have it. Perfect. Excellent. I think we'll play. Yeah, it dies before the room thing happens, but it's very weird that it happens in that specific turn order. You would think that the unit getting summoned would allow anything that happens on a summon to take effect, but it doesn't. Like, what would happen if I had a rally trigger? Would that still work? I don't know. Rally happens when a unit is summoned or played. You know, it raises the question of how would this actually pan out. Why are you guys getting stronger? Hold on. Oh, every floor. What? First of all, oh no, the effect grants non-boss enemy units on all floors plus 10 health. Oh, I didn't read that. Okay, I understand now. So I'm gonna undo again because I want to see if I can survive this. But I'm understanding the problem here. That's why they all have different amounts of damage. Okay. Okay, so if we're gonna play an Ice Storm, if we're gonna play any spells, we have to limit the number of spells we play. Unless we kill you. So I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Well, I can mute you later. I don't need to kill you now. I can wait next turn and then play this here. I'm gonna play this. That way you don't get stronger. We're gonna buff. We're gonna buff. All spells in your deck cost +1. I have to play this. I hate to do it. Then we end turn. We're probably gonna die, but we'll see. Wow, amazing. All right, let's see what happens with this. We got one of them. I still think I need to Wicklash. I'm gonna save the tome for you. I would like to stop your encamp, but I think I still need to Wicklash. I could play Lady down here and get 2 of them out. It's not gonna do any damage. Don't worry about it. I just have to hope that we draw. I don't know what we need to draw. Is this Portal Challenge? This is Endless. And Endless sucks. Endless is real hard. I drew nothing that I needed. Okay, this is horrible. Right, you killed yourself. Good point. Good point. Where I'm not even killing any of them because they just hit like a truck, man. Honestly, this would be, I'm gonna end it, but this would be different if I didn't mess up the Endless. I did something there that was incorrect. We should have kept the Endless Eel Gorgon so we could keep replaying it every floor, but I must have played it on the wrong unit and then kind of gotten confused. Oh, you know what? I bet you maybe what happened is that he got knocked back and he didn't die. Well, no, because Seraph hits as the last unit. So I don't know what happened with the Endless, but if we had played the Eel Gorgons every turn, stacked up a big floor, we would have had a chance. Need that Quickstone. I mean, Quickstone wouldn't have done it. This guy's hit like again, freaking truck. That was real fun though. What's weird is that cardless applied 25. What's weird is that counts for stats, I think. But also, or maybe it doesn't keep track of any additional stats. The fact that the cardless gets removed makes it very difficult to actually keep track of which is which. That was a fun run though, a very fun run. The Barracks. So, Phoenix, you've taken over as the CEO of Hellwide? Yes. Hellwide Mutual Insurance, unanimously elected as CEO, definitely did not coerce any board members, no siree. And Bullet, how have you been? Last I saw you were still attached to the mother's tree's trunks. The Wildwood's changed. It's not how it was when you first stumbled upon us. I've seen things. I've seen Armageddon. I've seen you finally crawl out of your lab, Orokai. How's the fresh air? Suffocating as always, but leagues better than being a mindless brain puppet like those harpies up in heaven. Have you made any progress in undoing the Titan's corruption? Nope, but check out my latest creation. Grrr. And now, if you'll excuse me, I need to stop Frank from eating the pyre. Toodles. And you're not from here, right? I don't believe we've met. Neither here nor there. I'm Eka. It's a pleasure. We have much to discuss, but the moon wanes. I must go see to my coven. Don't mind the mess. They're always like this, though. Maybe a bit more restless since the Titans showed up. Given the situation, I can't say I can judge them, but to see Angels and Hellborn working together once more, you've also rebuilt the rail, come up with an improved design for the train, built the whole damn outpost. Hef. Sorry, that wasn't a humph. Thank you for bringing me back. I'm so proud of you. Don't mention it. Dad. Glad you're back. Also, isn't she supposed to be like literally 8 stories tall? I thought we learned that from Monster Train 1 when her previews are always she's huge. What house is hers? I guess any of these. I mean, this is the train and it's a monstrosity, 4 or more stories tall. Fun run, and for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.